Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Naazisha binti Nisha and my battery number is S70530. So today I'm gonna share with you guys to solve the problem 4.5 for assignment about table 417. I will do this in the Microsoft Access to get the answer. Let me move to the Microsoft Access to key in the data. We finished getting all the data. Now, we already finished getting all the data such as inventory, sales, inventory, and customer. Now we go back to the question. For question A, for which item are there at least 100 units in quantity on hand? So the question asking at least 100 units in quantity on hand. Now we go back to the Microsoft Excel and just go to create and click a query design here. And after that, we just choose the table inventory. And for the first field, we just click the item ID. Second field is description, and the third field is quantity on hand. For the table of the field, we just let it remain inventory, and inventory for the 3 days. And because the question not asking about sort, so we just let it be blank. And after that, for the so we just let it blank. For the criteria, under quantity on hand, question asking about at least 100 units in quantity on hand. So we just put we just type here more than or equal with 100. And after we put this, we just run it. So this is the outcome of the question number 1 for quantity on hand at least 100 units. Now we just save the table query for question A. Now we move to the question B. Go back to the question. What were the items numbers, price, and quantity of each item sold on invoice number 103? So we need to information equation. First we go to create and click query design, and after that we choose the table inventory. Sales inventory, and for the first field we choose second field is item ID, third field is quantity, For the table, let it remain sales inventory, and for sorts, we let it remain blank. And for the criteria, the question asking about sort, we write number 103. So we under the invoice field, we just put a 103 in the criteria column, and now we just run it. So this is the came out of the the result of question number B, invoice for 103. After that, we just save the query as question B. Question C, it states that which customer may purchase from Martinez. Provide customer name and salesperson. Show customer names only once, even if they purchase from Martinez multiply times. So we go back to the database and click query design. And after that, we just choose a table customer and sales. So we connect the primary key of customer ID, other customer and sales. After that, for the first field, we just click a customer ID. Customer ID and salesperson. Yeah. Customer ID, customer name and salesperson. So the table for each field remain the same, customer and sales. After that, we total it up and let it group by the three of them. And so let it remain blank. And for the criteria, because the question asking about purchase from Martinez, so at the criteria bottom under salesperson, we just name it Martinez. After that, we just run it. So they came out like this, which is the salesperson is Martinez. So this is all the customer name under the salesperson of Martinez. And after that, we just save the query as C. Now we proceed to the question D. So the question D asking about list invoice sales date, salesperson, customer name and amount for the invoice whose amount is more than 150,000 ringgit. So the amount from largest to smallest. So we go to create and click query design. And after that, we just choose a table customer and sales. So we connect the customer ID of two tables. And after that, for the first field, we just choose invoice from sales, sales name from sales, salesperson from sales, and customer name from sales. The last one is amount from sales. So for like this, and for the sort, because the question asking about sort the amount from largest to smallest. So it's mean largest to smallest descending. So under the amount tables, in the amount field, we just use a descending. And then the amount should more than 100 and 1,000 and 1,500. So under the criteria amount, we just put more than 150,000 like this, and we just run. So this is pop out of result after we just run the query, and this is from the largest to the. We just set it as D. Question E asks about this invoice item ID, description, sales price, list price, quantity, and compute the extension, which is sales price times quantity for all items sold where the sale price is different than the list price. Sort by ID item is descending order. Now we go to the database back, we click create and query design. And we go to the table and we choose the sales inventory. 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 Let it be connected. And now back to the question. We just fill invoice item ID, description, sales price, list price, quantity under the from sales inventory, and then item ID from inventory, description, invoice item ID, description, sales price, and quantity. And the last field, we need to put a formula for the question, sales price, extension, which will be sales price times with quantity. And then, wait a minute. Okay, now because the question asking by ID item in descending order, so now under the item ID we sort it descending order, and under the sales price which the criteria we just between this price, like this, and then after we can import for this based on the question, we just run it. So this is the pop-up of the result after we can import the data in the query one, and we just save it as question. Question F, which is compute the profit margin for each item sold. Calculate the profit margin as sales price minus sales cost divided by sales price. This invoice, sell this, item ID, and sale price, quantity, and compute profit margin. Sort by profit margin in this descending order. So back to the database on Microsoft Access, we just create the query design. Sales and sales inventory. Also inventory. We already got the invoice. Sales date from sales, item ID. Sales price from sales inventory. The 5 items, and then for the table, invoice, we choose from sales inventory, not from sales. In this field, we just put a formula to calculate profit margin. Next for the profit margin, we saw it's this ending. After we finish everything, we just give this is the answer of the question and the pop-up. So after the expression, so after that we just save the expression as for the question. For the question. Profit for each line of the invoice. Calculate the profit as sales price minus standard cost times quantity. This invoice has the item ID, sales price, quantity, and compute profit. Sort by invoice in the SKU. First of all, we create a query design, and after that we just choose a table, inventory and sales inventory, and processes. The item ID and invoice. And now, like a question F, we just choose an invoice, sales date, item ID, sales price. Now for the last field, we just put a formula of profit. This one. And because the question asking profit is ending and your voice is ending, so we start it. Now we just run the okay. We switch the formula. Sorry, wait a minute. Okay, this is the profit value, and we just save it as for the question H, the question asking how many sales transactions were made. Name your output column, number of sales. Now we go back to the Microsoft Excel, and we just create a query design, and after that we just choose table sales, and we just for the first field we choose the sales date and sales date and sales date, but we rename it as number of sales. And because it said that we need October, right? Sales transaction will make in October, so we need to put under the criteria between 1st October 2018 until 31st October. After that, we just run. Yeah, so this is the output for version H. So we just save it as H. I think we're done. How? We move it to the version I. How many customers live in Arizona? This is the one of customer. So now we just create a query design, and then we just choose a table customer, and then we put a state twice under the field, and we just total it up. So the group by is came out. The first state is group by, and the second state we switch it to. And then for criteria, and this first state we just put it in because the question asking the customer live in Arizona, and then we just run it. So this is the output of the question I from Arizona. Part of state account of state is 3, state of customer. Just save it as question I. Save it as a question I. Now we move forward to question G. For the question G, how many customers live in each state? List the state and card of customer. Sort the list alphabetically by state. That means we need to sort it ascending. Now we create a query design. Then after that, we choose a table. Now we choose a table customer. And we select a state for the first field. And the second field, we select the state up and select the state under the total by group by. And customer, then we switch it for count. And sort, because question say alphabetically, so we choose a ascending. Ascending. And we just run it. So this is the output after we run the query. So this is state and card of customer. So we just select this question number. Sorry, question G. The next second last question. The question asking about how much did each salesperson sell based on sales amount. Each salesperson and total amount. So to the amount to smallest. Now we go to period and click a query design. And after that we just choose a table sales. For the first field we choose a salesperson and the second field we choose the amount. After that we click the total. And for the first field we let it be and the second field we switch it to the sum. And after that, because the question asking sort from largest to smallest, that means descending. So it's descending. Sorry. And then after that we just click run. So this is the outcome of the after we run a query. So for the sum of amount, it's shown from largest to smallest. Now we save it as a question K. Last question asking how many units of each item was sold. These items, item ID, description, and total sold. Sort on total sold in ascending order. So we go to the database back and create the query design. After that, we choose the table inventory and sales inventory. Item ID already connected automatically. And for the first field, we choose item ID. Now we choose item ID, description, and then create a total sold. Total it up and the item ID by description. We switch it to expression and the question asking about sort in ascending order, right? So we just sort in ascending. And this is the output of the query. And after that we just set it as a question. So that's all. Question. So this is question B. This is question B. And this is also for question C. This is question D. Also for question E. Question F. Question G. H. Question I. J. K. And L. So that's all the answering all the question from A to L.